Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last part, we got the machine part from Gation Port and captured 2 new Shadow Pokemon, and we also visited Dr. Kaminko's house for a bit of added hilarity. Oh, Michael, could you wait just 1 second? I found some more memos I wrote up with the director. I think you should have them, Michael. Obtained Crane Memo number 3. Obtained Crane Memo number 4. Obtained Crane Memo number 5. Yeah, the Crane Memos are basically just tutorial stuff. They'll give you basic information about Shadow Pokemon. I'd like you to read them over at least once. Let's see. Do you say anything new? No, you don't. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the machine part to Mother Dearest. Yeah, I do believe with a Shadow Pokemon in reverse mode, you can still heal it up at like a Pokemon Center or whatever, but you can't feed it items or anything. Oh, she's in this room. Let's see. Welcome back, Michael. Was Jovi well behaved?
We ran the errand like you wanted, Mommy. A bad guy tried to stop us, but a nice person helped us.
Oh no, really? I'll get the details later. What about the machine part? Oh yeah, we got the machine part. Thank you. With this component, we can get down to the finishing touches on the Purify Chamber. I should take this down to the Purify Chamber on the ground floor now.
Oh, Jovi will take it.
Jovi, are you sure? Don't drop it.
Jovi can do it.
Michael, how is your Shadow Pokemon doing? Purification progresses if a Shadow Pokemon spends time together with its trainer. Has the heart gauge fallen to 0? No, not yet. Oh, but by the time the Purified Chamber is completed, the heart gauge should be down to 0. If the heart gauge has fallen to 0, that Shadow Pokemon is ready to open its heart, but that alone isn't enough. To complete the process, the Pokemon needs to go through a purification ceremony. It's basically a ritual for it to return to its natural state. If the Purify Chamber were ready, it could go through the ceremony there, but it looks like we'll need a little more time to get finished. Because of that, I think your Shadow Pokemon should go through the purification ceremony using a different process. There's a village called Agate. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to go with Agate Village. In the village is the Relic Stone, which has the power to restore Shadow Pokemon to their natural state. It worries me a lot to send you to such a far-off place by yourself, dear, but I also think it's something that only you can do. Well, dear, will you go to Agate Village? Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds like fun. Thank you. You know, Michael, I'm so proud of how you're becoming more and more dependable. Agate is southeast from here, but it's not very close. Go see a man named Egan there. The Relic Stone, which is used for the purification ceremony, is under the care of a man named Egan. I will get in touch with him so that he knows you're coming, Michael. I will do my best to get the Purified Chamber finished while you're gone. Please be careful, Michael. I don't know why characters in these types of games like to say your name so often. And it was a quirk I was noticing in Golden Sun as well. They tended to say the main character's name quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Anyway, it's off to Agate Village. Yeah, we could have delivered the machine part first and then went to Gation Port to get those Shadow Pokemon and then over to Agate Village. It doesn't matter the order you do it in, but I just wanted to take care of everything all at once. Ooh, this sounds like a pretty nice place. Alright, what's in here? What's in here? 1 Pokeball. Yay! Better not use it all in one place.
My dream is to become the Pokemon champion one of these days. Then, after I retire, I'm gonna live here. To make that dream come true, I've got to become a lot tougher. And to get a lot tougher, it takes battles, right? Right. Yahoo! Much obliged, pal.
Well, what? I was just agreeing with you, dude. I wasn't actually saying, oh yeah, I'll battle you. What a jerk. I love this arena, though. You're going to become the Pokemon champion with Wurmple and Silcoon. Really? I mean, I really shouldn't judge. One or two playthroughs of Pokemon Fire Red, I actually brought up Butterfree to the Pokemon League. It ended up being pretty useful, but being highly resistant to fighting types helped out. And, you know, knowing Psychic. But either way, I'm in no position to judge this guy for using a Wurmple and a Silcoon. Oh no! Eevee got poisoned. And Silcoon knows Poison Sting. Why are you ganging up on my Eevee? It's so... I was gonna say adorable, but it's actually hideous. But why are you ganging up on it anyway? You heartless baboons! Eevee got its revenge by going overkill on the Wurmple. And a Casecoon! So this isn't something that's actually going to show up in this playthrough, because Wurmple or its evolved forms, I don't think any of them are in this game for capture. Don't quote me on that, they might prove me wrong. Anyway, Wurmple evolves into either Silcoon or Casecoon based on a bunch of factors when it's generated. So it's really tough to tell which one it'll evolve into, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. And then Silcoon evolves into the bug and flying type Beautifly, while Casecoon evolves into the poison and bug type Dustox. Not really relevant. They both serve the same purpose in early game Crutch. I think Dustox is technically the better of the two, but you could make do with either of them in Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald for the early game. But I would recommend dropping it out for a different party member by the time you get to the third gym. Or just keep it around permanently if you really like butterflies and moths that well, or that much. Oh no, Casecoon. Wait, I wanted it to faint. Why am I saying oh no? I should be saying, oh no, Eevee's poisoned, because that's horrible. Horrible. Doomed. Oh look, Eevee's finally evolving. Yeah, I believe they gave the Eevee to have the Eevee start off with max friendship, so that way if you choose Espeon or Umbreon, it does not take long at all to evolve it. Congratulations! Your Eevee evolved into Umbreon! Losing to a kid like you, my dream of becoming a champion is nothing but a pipe dream. Well, you could always become a plumber. Anyway, let's head into the Pokemon Center first. Let's see. Yeah. You restore tired Pokemon to full health. You know, I watched this one really long review of Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I loved many of the suggestions the guy brought up for Pokemon games. One of them was, you talk to the nurse, your Pokemon get healed up. None of the dialogue, cut out the fluff. For some reason, I feel dull and listless. I seem to have no energy at all. I've been wearing these new sandals with raised nubs on the inside. I was told it was a great invention, but does it actually do anything for my health? No one say anything. Do you know Senelor? He's an old man who's been living here for many years. Well, Senelor says he saw a Wailord flying high up in the sky. If that's true, it would be fantastic, I guess. But if he mistook something for a flying Wailord, what did he really see? Excuse me. Probably a blimp. Wailord is based on a blimp. Anyway, let's talk to this happening chick. The villagers are all retired now, but they were all outstanding trainers in their younger days. That's why I came here. I wanted to learn the ins and outs of battling from the people here. My older brother trained here before, and he became very skilled. I hate losing to him. But when it gets right down to it, the more you battle, the tougher you become. So how about we battle? Yeah, sure, why not? That's what I want to hear. Here goes. Ghoul Trainer Sita. One small improvement I like in the with Pokemon Gale of Darkness compared to Colosseum is that the trainers, a lot of them I think have different poses based on their trainer class. Like you can see her somewhat leaning forward with an arm on her leg, but they also react to the Pokemon taking damage. Alright, so now that we're in Umbreon, I should have double-checked my stats. I'm gonna do that real quick. What moves are good and bad for Umbreon to use have changed up a little bit. Despite Umbreon's attack stat being a smidge higher than its special attack stat, Bite is now going to be my best option because Bite is going to get a same type attack bonus. So I'm going to stick to Bite now, and we're going to have Teddiursa fight the Igglybuff. Because Igglybuff can get an ability called Cute Charm, which will inflict the Attract status condition if a Pokemon of the opposite gender hits it physically. Aw, Togepi, it's so adorable. But fortunately for me, Teddiursa is a girl. And honestly, these Pokemon are just so weak that it doesn't really matter. Alright, and then Shadow Blitz. I don't really know when I started to like Umbreon so much. I guess it might have just been the anime when Gary Oak got one and it kicked in Alakazam's ass. Those were good times. Arg, no. I've got a lot to learn if I'm losing to someone like you. I've got to study a lot more about battling. Wait, are you implying I'm a horrible trainer? How dare you? Is it just because I picked the worst evolution for this game? It is, isn't it? It is!
Oh gosh, there's no path out of the village this way.
Whoa, don't startle me like that. Or are you looking for a battle with me? Yeah, sure, why not?
You're on. I'm feeling frustrated about over getting lost, so I'll take it out on you.
Well, you'll have your Pokemon take it out on my Pokemon. You shouldn't actually hit me because that would be child abuse, I think. Tyrogue and Grimer. That might be potentially bad. I just realized that both the Pokemon I have out now are weak to fighting type moves. Although I don't think Tyrogue actually knows any fighting type moves. You can teach it some, but I don't think it learns any naturally. Not that it matters, it's dead now. Alright, give me just a second. I will be right back. Alright, back. Sorry about that. Cats. They're annoying. Okay. Sorry, I keep thinking I'm hearing things. It must be my imagination. Or it could be from my headphones. Headphones usually do that. I might just need to cut a lot of these battles out too, since they take so long. Maybe. We'll see. You go ahead and leave me a comment below if you prefer me to leave all the battles in, or start cutting around and only showing off the important ones. Although I might end up leaving a battle in if I was in the middle of saying something when it started. Teddiursa's in reverse mode again. They actually tend to go into reverse mode a lot more often as their heart gauge depletes.
so I have some bad sense of direction. It's nothing to make fun of.
No, but it is something to laugh at. Like, that one character on Ranma.
I came to have a look at the relic stone, but they won't let me in, and now I can't find my way out of here. I'm about to cry from frustration.
And I know the feeling, dude. I know the feeling. Customer service is horrible. Never work in customer service. Ever. Alright, anyway. Oh my. It's quite rare to see a child visitor in our village. Huh? Aren't I a kid too? I may be young in body, but old in heart. I don't know. People who say that are usually arrogant. Yeah. Teddy Ursa can now be purified. Yay! Let's go ahead and switch it around. Let's work on Lettybon next. Yeah, just walking around with the Pokemon reduces its heart gauge, so you don't need to worry about actually having to battle with it if you don't want to. Just walk around with it, and that makes its heart gauge deplete. Very handy. Although, it would take a while to do it just by walking around. Oh, you're here to see Egan? I saw him tearing around the village in a huge rush a little earlier. Maybe Bella would know where he went. Alright, so now we need to find a woman named Bella. I doubt that old guy up there is a woman named Bella, but we can talk to him after going in this building. The daycare lady retired, but not to worry, her granddaughter's supposed to take over the daycare business. She went to bring the new girl here. Ooh, neat. Hello, I'm the Name Rater. You can consider me the fortune teller of names. I shall be pleased to rate your Pokemon's nicknames. Well, you don't actually do that. Which Pokemon's nickname should I critique? Give me just a second. Okay. Anyway, he can't do this for Shadow Pokemon, but he can do it for Umbreon. Umbreon, is it? That is quite a fine name you bestowed. It is quite the best, luck-wise. Knowing that, would you still change the nickname to something better? Yeah, the Name Rater is the guy you talk to give a Pokemon nickname. Anyway, like I said a while ago, I want to nickname Umbreon Tenebrae, which I do believe is some foreign language that I forgot the name of, for darkness, so it fits. Done! From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Tenebrae. It is a name that is vastly superior than before. Its luckiness is simply unsurpassed. Keep treating your Tenebrae with love and affection. Yeah, I suppose Tenebrae is a better nickname than just using its regular name. Maybe. It depends on how attached you are to the name Umbreon, I guess. Do you see this? My Tele brings me berries from somewhere every day. Here, I'll share one with you. Woo, Pecha Berry! Yeah, this guy will give you one berry every time you enter Agate Village. So go up and talk to him every time you're here, I guess, if you want. Or don't. That's your own prerogative. Berries can be useful, though. Hello, what a darling trainer you are. I'm Bella. Did you want something of me? Oh, Egan, you say? Ah, so you've come calling to see my husband. Are you perhaps Michael? Yes, I am. Ah, just as I thought. You are Michael. We've been expecting you. We got word about you from Lily, you see. We understand that you want to purify Shadow Pokemon. The instant my husband heard from Lily, why, you should have seen the excitement and enthusiasm. Shouting, "This calls for my services," or some such. He went off running to who knows where. He hasn't been back since.
Bella, dear, I've got everything ready. We're ready for our visitor from the HQ lab whenever he arrives. Oh!
Oh, hello, dear. Our guest Michael has just arrived.
Oh, so you're Michael. We've been waiting. I'm Egan. I've heard everything that Lily had to say. As you know, to purify a shadow Pokemon, it must open its heart to the trainer. While there are several approaches, battles are the best, no doubt at all. The place to do that here is in the Relic Forest, which is home to the Relic Stone. I will go ahead and wait for you there.
Oh, my husband is so impatient, as you've just seen. In his day, he was hailed as the greatest trainer, but that's a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Nothing up here but their beds. And as much fun as it would be to jump on them, I don't think the game would let me do that. I have to hand it to Egan for his youthful energy, though. I swear, he must run faster than I can. And I think I missed dialogue with that guy. I think he says something if you talk to him before going into the house. Oh well. Oh well. Woo! 3 potions.
Handy.
I heard this child calling for me, so I came running to see what was the matter. Well, I found something quite nice. I know, we should have a battle, and if you can beat me, I'll happily give you what I found. Would you like to give it a try? Yeah, sure, why not? Ah, yes, a fine answer.
Matron Bellish.
I guess you could say embellishment.
Puchiana and Nenkata.
And I think to her referring to the Puchiana as a child might be a returning gag from the previous game, where she was talking about romance and standing next to a Mightyena. Woo! Ledyba relearned Aerial Ace. Neat. Too bad Ledyba's attack stat is absolute crap and he can't make good use of it. Shadow Blitz. Puchiana is just so adorable. I want one, and I want a Spyro too. A Spyro and a Puchiana, they would make adorable pets. And the added bonus of Spyro is he breathes fire. Oh, I didn't catch what she said there. I don't know if it was funny or not. Here you are, then. Just as I promised, here is your prize. TM09! Unless my memory's lying to me, I believe that is Bullet Seed. I'm sure you'll find it useful. Yeah, they usually give you Bullet Seed pretty early on. Yeah, Bullet Seed. It attacks a random number of times between 2 and 5. I do not like attacks that, or moves or attacks or whatever that work that way, simply because my luck is they usually hit 2 to 3 times, and when my opponents use them, they hit 4 to 5. Usually. I like the look of determination in your eyes. When trainers lock eyes with each other, there's only one thing to do. Battle! Yes, and we usually don't get the option to turn it down either. Woof-oh, this gets my blood pumping. Pump that blood, old man! Ooh, clear. Sent out Odish and Machop. Or makeup. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm actually just gonna cut this battle out, so I'll see you guys when it's over. I bow to your skill. A fine battle that was. Highly enjoyable indeed. Let us battle again sometime. I do believe you can challenge these people to rematches as much as you want if you want to grind, but it shouldn't be all that necessary. I'm going to question mark guess. Let's see. Have you heard the news? Someone abducted the director of a research lab somewhere. Isn't it scary? It was finally becoming peaceful after Cypher disappeared, and now this happens.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how strong Pokemon are in a battle. If the trainer doesn't know how to use items properly, the battle could be lost. That's why I think it's important to buy a good mix of items that are good for every conceivable situation. So basically full restores and max revives. Good to know. Good to know, mister. Anyway, we'll visit the shop later. Oh, actually I could just do that right now while I was in there. Why did I not think of doing that? So this Pokemon Mart here in Agate Village, in addition to most of the usual items, they have these scents. What these do is, we can't use them yet, you need a cologne case, but you use them to give a massage to a Pokemon. If you use it for a regular Pokemon like my Umbreon, it'll just increase its friendliness towards you. If you use it on a Shadow Pokemon, it'll reduce its heart gauge. So, they're pretty useful if you just want to try and quickly reduce a Pokemon's shadow gauge, but otherwise I wouldn't bother too much. My dad's getting on in age, becoming more and more forgetful. Lately, he's been saying nonsense. I saw a Wailord flying up in the sky. When he started spouting that, it depressed me to no end. Oh, but it's true. There really was a Wailord flying up high in the sky. Huh? Your face clearly shows disbelief. You must think that old Celinor must be adrift in dreamland. Yeah, that's kind of tough to believe, but then again, I think Chugga Conroy in his Let's Play of Gale of Darkness pointed out that Wailord is less dense than air, so it should be technically possible for Wailord to fly. This is Agate Village. We're famous for the Relic Stone. You can consider this a retirement village. Elderly trainers and Pokemon lead quiet lives here. Yeah, well, I do like a village like this. It's very neat. It's like a Muskin.
Uh-oh, there seems to be at least one Pokemon that hasn't opened up its heart to you. Is that why you're here? Our village's relic has the power to open up the hearts of Pokemon. Some time ago, oh, I guess it would be years now, the relic was used to open the hearts of many Pokemon.
Yeah, about 43 to be exact. What is one feature I like about both Colosseum and Gale of Darkness? With the Shadow Pokemon feature, it actually reduces the number of options you have for Pokemon to use, and it gives a few Pokemon that most people wouldn't usually use a chance to shine. And I like that. I really do. I've used a few Pokemon I never even considered before, thanks to this game.
Do you know who I am? I'm the teacher lady. I know many kinds of moves. Are there any moves you wish your Pokemon knew? Yeah, sure, why not? Yes. Which move should I teach? Okay, so right now she can teach Mimic, Thunder Wave, and Seismic Toss. I believe the only one I could, since my other Pokemon are Shadow Pokemon, I cannot teach them moves at this point in time. And I think the only one that Umbreon could learn is Mimic, which is kind of useless. It might be interesting to have it mimic a move that a partner Pokemon knows, that, Umbreon's slower than. So that way you can guarantee Umbreon gets something good. But otherwise, Mimic's not really all that useful. You have to waste a turn just to learn a new move, and unless you know what the AI is going for, it's not going to be very useful. If you evolved your Eevee into a Jolteon, teaching it Thunder Wave is a very good idea, because Thunder Wave is just so insanely useful. Paralyze, while it is a permanent status condition, it doesn't increase the capture rate as much as a condition like Sleep, but since it never wears off, you don't have to worry about reapplying it over and over again when you're trying to capture, which is part of the reason why I'd recommend Thunder Wave or Paralysis when you go for catching Pokemon, which is another reason why I really like Teddiursa with Lick. And finally, Seismic Toss. Inflicts damage identical to the user's level. If you ever have a Pokemon that can't deal a lot of damage but can learn Seismic Toss, go for it, because Seismic Toss is always reliable. Yes. If you'd like me to teach your Pokemon moves, come see me.
And she updates her list of moves she can teach periodically throughout the game. So if you want her to teach something specific, or if you have a Pokemon who doesn't have a lot of good moves, check back with her periodically after you hit milestones throughout the story, like beating a trainer who seems prominent or something like that. And you should be golden. Anyway, I'm going to stop in the Pokemon Center one more time. Heal up. And I think since we've explored most of Agate Village, we're good to go ahead and call this an episode. So I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.